Hello, year one, and welcome to Monday, the 25th of January, and it is now your English lesson. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so we can get cracking straight away. Okay, so like I said, it's Monday, the 25th of January. Welcome to a brand new week at school, and we are going to be planning a traditional tale this week, and it's going to be our Hot Task Week team. So what that means is today is your last chance to have a practice at our cold spell. You can see our 10 words there. You've got know, of, once, one, are, pull, push, put, said, and says. What I'd like you to do is I'd like to have a go using the method look, say, cover, write, check. This is your last chance to practice them. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be doing our hot spell, so I will test you on those 10 words, and we should hopefully see a massive improvement from the first time. Okay. If you really want to challenge yourself, and I know some of you do love a challenge, what you can do is you can write a sentence for each of those 10 words, or an even trickier challenge. Can you use 2 or 3 of those tricky cold spell words in one sentence? That is a very tricky challenge, but that would be superb. Okay. So this week we are going to be inventing. Okay, it's our Hot Task Week, which means you're going to be writing your own stories. So I want you to think back to last Monday, the 18th of January, and you guys created your own text maps. You innovated the text map, created some new characters, and changed some parts of the story. So here's my example. This is what I did. I changed it to Goldilocks and the 3 Rabbits, and we all wrote that story last week because we always do a shared write first. Okay, now you're completely on your own, my friends, and you're going to be writing your own stories. So what did you change the bears to? I changed mine to rabbits, but what did you change yours to? Excellent. Another part that we changed, some of you may have changed, is I changed the bowls of porridge to bowls of carrots. What did you change your bowls to? What are they full of? Excellent ideas. Some of you went one step further than me and you changed the beds. What did you change the beds to? Okay, excellent. And then we carried on changing different parts of the stories, linking to our characters. So this week, you're going to use your text map. So you will need to dig those out. If you can't find one, that's okay. You can just use mine and change the key parts that you want to change. So today we're going to be planning for our hot task. This is where we get to invent, like I've said before, our own story. What does that word invent mean? Yeah, so our innovation is where we're changing a little bit, okay? And we do a shared write. Our invent is where we change bits, but you can make it your own. And you're going to make it your own story this week with your own characters. And just like we did last week, that's really fantastic. And I can't wait to see what you guys create. So the plan is today we're planning Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to be writing. And remember, we break it down so we're not doing too much in one day. And then on Friday, we're going to be editing and improving our work, which is a very, very, very important skill for us to learn in Key Stage 1. So today we're going to be boxing up our writing. And you can see my boxing up grid is on the side of my page. Now, we've done boxing up before, okay? And we did this before when we looked at our Duffy the Driver story. Do you remember that? Excellent. That was a great story, and you guys did some fantastic writing then. So the reason we box it up is because it helps us to plan each section carefully and think about what we're going to write. Now, we're not going to write in kind of full sentences today. We're going to be using notes, and that is absolutely fine to use notes. You may choose to use bang bullet points. Okay, you may have some bullet points, and you might just be making notes on what you're going to write in each of our sections. So I'm going to show you how to box up, and then you guys are going to have a go. So here is my text map. I changed it to Goldilocks and the 3 Rabbits. What did you change yours to? Just remind yourselves again. Have a look through your text map again. Excellent. Okay, now yesterday when we did our writing, we kind of cut it up into 3 sections, didn't we? We had the introduction section, which you can see in my blue highlighter. We had our build-up / problem section, Okay, and then we had our resolution / ending section, and that is in the red at the bottom. So you can see those 3 parts. It's like a beginning, a middle, and an end. And remember, looking at our toolkit is one of the things that we need to be able to show a lovely structure. Okay, and that is what this will help us to do. So I've started my boxing up grid. My main characters are Goldilocks, so I've drawn a beautiful picture of Goldilocks. So you're going to draw a picture of Goldilocks. And I've got the 3 rabbits. Mine are rabbits, but you have changed it to something else. And there are my 3 rabbits. So my introduction section, I'm just summarizing what happens here. Okay, I'm not writing the whole story because that will take me forever. Just a few quick sentences. So Goldilocks knocks on the rabbit's door. That's kind of here, isn't it? No one answered. So she goes in and goes to the kitchen. Okay, she sees 3 bowls of, mine are carrots, and she eats them. She goes into the living room and sees 3 chairs. She sits in them, but she breaks one. Okay, and there's my broken chair. In my build-up, I'd go on to talk about Goldilocks goes upstairs. She sees 3 beds. You may have changed it to something else. She tries all of the beds and falls asleep. My problem now, this is the big problem in the story, the 3 rabbits come home. They are upset, sad, angry because someone has eaten their food, sat in their chairs and been in their beds. Then the resolution, how the problem is solved at the end of our story, well, Goldilocks wakes up and she sees 3 rabbits. She screams, ah, and runs away into the forest. She never comes back, and the 3 rabbits live happily ever after. Can you see now how I've broken it down into my intro, my build-up, my problem, my resolution, and my ending? And this will help us with our writing throughout the rest of the week, because we'll then be able to use our text maps, our boxing up grids, and our toolkits, and we will have a fantastic piece of writing. So today, what I'd like to do is, if you'd like, you can use challenge 1, and you can kind of finish my sentences. Okay, remember you can print screen if you have the option, and you can then write on the worksheet if you can print it. If not, please don't panic. You could just try and fill in the blanks on challenge 1, or copy the sentences out. And if you're going to choose challenge 2 or challenge 3, you can use this, or you can create your own. You could get an adult to help you at home and draw a boxing up grid with your main characters, a couple of pictures, intro, a couple of bullet points or a couple of sentences, what happens, build up, a couple of bullet points, what happens, problem, a couple of notes, what happens, and the resolution ending, just a couple of notes, what happens. What I want you to do for the plenary today, that's our end of our lesson, is I want you to think of any key vocabulary or any key words that you really, really want to use in your writing. Maybe ask an adult to help you. You might be able to search for them online, how to spell them. You can make a little list. Now at school, we have a magpie board. And what this is just a board where we stick up keywords. And if you like them, you can magpie them, which means you can take them, you can borrow them, okay, and you can share them on your table. So maybe we can make a kind of magpie board across all of our homes. So write down some keywords. You might send them in to me, and we'll see what fantastic words you come up with. I can't wait to look at your boxing up grids, and I can't wait to see your writing at the end of this week. It's going to be superb. Thank you, Year 1.